There we go. Let me try to adjust it better. Okay. Hello. Um, I had kind of a weird day, but it was good too. Last night I came and did a video and I talked about how my head was starting to hurt pretty bad and I was having, I think, some belly cramps. So I went to, after that video, I went to bed and I went to bed with the headache still. And um, I woke up in the middle of the night and it was pretty much the same. And I think I got up a couple of times, or not got up, but kind of woke up, tossing and turning, or going to use the bathroom. And I noticed that it was getting a little worse. But then about around 7 a.m., I woke up and I felt like I was dying. And I know it's like, oh, you're being dramatic. Like, I cannot explain how terrible that migraine was. It's like, I'm prone to getting bad migraines, and I'm sure I've had migraines maybe as bad or maybe even worse in the past, but this was the worst one I've had that I can recall, um, at least in a very long time. And the headache was really just like the top of my head, um, and it just it was deep. It was a deep migraine. Like it felt like someone was like hammering my brain. Like it felt like a I can't explain it. I feel like I'm doing a really bad job of explaining. It was really bad. It was a really bad migraine. I woke up almost in tears, and I immediately woke up my husband because I was like, "Oh my God, something is wrong." Um, and he woke up, and I was freaking out a little bit, and he had me lay on his chest. He rubbed my head a bit, and we don't have any aspirin or any ibuprofen at home, so he was sweet enough to go out to the store and get me a couple of the little packs. And when he was getting ready to leave and get a pack, I told him, like, get 2 packs. Like, it was that bad where I knew I was going to need 2 packs. And typically when I get a headache, I'll usually take 4 pills. But with this migraine, I knew I needed at least 4 pills. And, the recommended dosage is like, I think it's like 2,000 milligrams every 8 hours or something weird like that. But usually just the little Tylenol pack that you would get like from the corner store. I think it's like 500 milligrams, if that. So I was like, I need 2 packs. I need 4 pills. So he went out and he got that, which was super sweet, and I was just dying. It was so bad that I was like holding my head, like, and I think at some point he had to stop me from like hitting my head with my hand. Like it was that bad. It just, I can't explain it, but it was really, really bad. And we got back. I took the medicine and I laid on his chest and he rubbed my head and he comforted me. And um, I eventually fell asleep. And I woke up kind of slightly, and like it's almost like he knew when I was waking up. I guess I would turn or whatever, and he'd ask me, like, or wake me up long enough to ask me how my head was feeling. And like we use a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being everything's fine, everything's perfect, and 10 being like pretty much call the hospital or almost that, like that bad. So when it first started, I felt like 11 or 12, honestly. I told him like a 10, but I felt like something was wrong. Um,
So you lied to me.
no, I didn't. Well, okay, slightly, but because I knew it wasn't the kind of thing a doctor could help me with, they would just literally give me ibuprofen. So what you're talking about is me either going to the hospital or calling an ambulance and saying, I've got a bad headache. That wasn't going to really work out. So you have to kind of pick your battles. So um, it worked out though. The pills helped, and I are you okay? Um, so at some point later I went down to like a 6, and then when I woke up later in the day I was like at a 1. But he was sweet and told me I wasn't gonna do anything today and just stay in bed and relax, because it was so bad. And it's been cool. I just pretty much just stayed in bed all day. Wasn't necessarily sleeping all day, but just kind of hanging out in bed. We played the game together a bit. We talked, laughed, listened to music, just kind of hung out. Um, but okay. And I feel bad because now my husband has a headache, and I don't like that. I don't like that he feels bad. I would rather be in pain than for him to be in pain, or anyone else I care about. I know. Yeah. So he tells me he's at like a 6 now, which is not good. And I'm hoping and crossing my fingers that he doesn't get anything near what I had last night and this morning. So hopefully everything's okay. If not, I will take care of him the same way he took care of me, and hope that it goes away. So yeah, I don't really have anything to report. Um, there's not much else going on right now. We're just kind of hanging out. I'm sure we'll go to bed in a bit. But right now, I'm just hoping that he feels better soon. I really, really hate to see him in pain, especially when there's nothing you can do about it. Like, that's the thing that we need to go to the store and get. We need to get more medicine and keep medicine in the house. And we typically do keep like ibuprofen in the house.
And sleeping pills.
Yeah, we do need sleeping pills. We typically keep ibuprofen in the house, but I think we just get migraines or headaches often, or maybe it's not even that often, but enough where we run out and then we don't have any for a while until we actually go back out and get some. And like, we don't have a car, so it's not like, oh, just hop in the car and run to the store and grab some. It's like, go to the corner store and spend an arm and a leg for 2 freaking pills. So I can't do anything tonight because it's like 2 in the morning. But I'm hoping it doesn't escalate, and if it does, hopefully it will be around morning so I can run out and get medicine, because it did help me quite a bit. So the phone is dying. Well, that's my cue anyway. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take care of my husband. Good night.